in chapter 2, verse 10, he was responding to his wife. And you know, for all reason, only his wife was spared, and the one who will not give him encouragement was his wife. Because his wife said, you need to deny your God now. Deny him, because he's not giving you anything good. And Job said, you are talking nonsense. I will not deny my God. I will not just be separated from my God. Even in all these things, Job said nothing against God. This is very important. First principle, if you want to thank God in all circumstances, okay, there will be problems, and problems will not flee from you, but you just need to keep on living a life of praise. I would like to call somebody today, because she has something to praise God for. And this is just an example of what I would like you to do, living a life of praise. May I call Sister Ruby, please?
Yes, Sister Leah and I worked together in the past. I no longer work there, but I knew Leah from the job. And Leah was always talking to me about the Lord, which I would listen, but a lot of things I couldn't understand what Sister Leah was saying. But she was always meek and kind. And by the grace of God, she was very persistent with me. She invited me to church many times. And one day I decided, okay, I go, because Leah keeps asking me. She's such a sweet sister, and I love her dearly. So I did come to church by myself. Ed Turner, he didn't come with me. My husband didn't come. I came, when I first came through the church, I could feel the spirit of the Lord in this church. And I've been here ever since. And he came with me, I believe, the second or the third time, because I went back home just telling him, praising him, how the friends was in the church, how friendly everybody made me feel at home. And I just felt the spirit of the Lord in this church. And every time I come, I feel that spirit. I told Brother Jonathan that I was going to another church, but somehow I'm still here. I love this church. I really do, because the Lord's spirit is really here in this church. And the people, they make you feel at home. The whole, like a family. I feel wanted. Ed and I both feel wanted. My grandsons are coming now. They enjoy the service. And I plan to be here for the rest of my life. So I'm giving praise and thanks to the Lord. I'm learning to love him more and more each time. Before Leah brought me to the church, I wasn't going to church at all. I really wasn't. I had stopped going for many, many years. But by her bringing me here that first day, I've been coming ever since. I can't seem to stop. Sometimes I say, I'm not going to church, but I get up and get dressed and leave. So I want to give praise and thanks to the Lord. And I want to thank the congregation, the people in the congregation, for accepting me in this church. I love all of you all, and you all just keep on going in the Lord. Thank you.
Give God a favor. You know what? And the favor that I would like you to give to God is stop complaining. Start praising every day. Problems will not flee. Problems will not move away. But you know what? You still have some reasons to praise God for every day. When you are praising God every day of your life for the good things that He is giving you, you are attracting Him. But when you are not praising Him, you are just trying to be separate from the Lord. You know, though God allows hard times to come, it is the devil that brings those hard times. Remember in the book of Job, chapters 1 and 2, they show clearly that the devil brings hard times upon everyone. It was the devil. Especially, the devil is bringing a lot of hard times to the followers of Jesus Christ. The reason God allows the hard times is to make us stronger. To make us stronger. But the devil brings the hard times so that we will curse God. And when you start cursing God every day of your life, when you are trying to complain to God every day of your life, the devil wants you to do it. The devil wants us to turn away from God. He wants us to grumble. He wants us to complain. He wants us to do something against God. He wants us never to be satisfied with what God is doing in your life. And when you complain and not praise God, He is winning. Have you heard someone saying, "Why is God doing this to me?" Or, "Where is God in my trouble?" You know what? This is why the devil brings trouble. Never complain. Continue praising God no matter what. This is what the devil wants from us. He wants us to turn from God. He wants us to complain. He wants us to curse. He wants us to hide. He wants to hide the face of God. But when we praise God, in the face of hard times, church, we do something to the devil, and we do like punching him in the eye, like Manny Pacquiao. The devil wants us to complain. I tell you that. But when we praise God for the hard times, instead of cursing and complaining, we stop the devil in his tracks. Praising God in the hard times instead of cursing God and complaining to God, it just proves that the devil is a liar. In the hard times, church, praise God. Never, ever entertain negative words in your house, in your church, wherever. Just praise God. Don't curse Him, because it will help defeat the devil. That's the first point. Let's live a life of praise. Second point, we need to live what? A life of integrity. The second reason why Job was able to live or thank God in all circumstances is because he lived with integrity. It says, Job 27:3-4, "The righteous will move onward and forward, and those with pure hearts will become stronger and stronger." Integrity pays. That's why you can thank God every day of your life, as long as you live a life of integrity. As long as you keep your integrity, you are going to give God you will thank God in everything, in all circumstances, because you live in integrity. You live a life of integrity. Job demonstrated his integrity on his speech. Job 27:3-4, "As long as God gives me breath, my lips will never say anything evil. My tongue will never tell a lie." He had integrity in his speech. Not only in his speech, but integrity of his heart conscience. Chapter 27:6, "I hold fast my righteousness, will not let it go. My heart does not reproach me for any of my days." Not only in his speech, not only in his heart, but he had integrity, also integrity of his eyes. And he said in chapter 31, verse 1, "I have made a solemn promise never to look with a lust at a woman." And I think Job was able to just keep his integrity intact. And you know what? When your integrity is intact, when you try to live to God and for the glory of God, you can just thank God in all circumstances. Why? Because God will continue to protect you. He will never leave you. He will be by your side. Why will He be by your side? Because you live with integrity. You have nothing to worry. Although sometimes what is happening is not what you want.